Okay, so I just saw The Mandalorian, episode 1, season 3, and it was great. Yeah, it was just great. Yeah, I was a bit worried about, like, the runtime, because it said that the runtime was going to be, like, 35 minutes. It's nice to have, like, a long episode, like a nice 50-minute long episode or an hour long episode. You want to obviously get your money's worth, but that wasn't a problem. It was another banger. It starts off with a big giant crocodile monster. That was fantastic. He goes to Navarro. He meets Carl Weathers. I like seeing Navarro as a sort of a more peaceful kind of town or a peaceful kind of planet. So that's kind of cool. And after that, we get a scene with Babu Frick. I think it's Babu Frick, or at least it's the same race of creature. So that was cool. That's a nice little thing. That's one of the things I liked about Rise of Skywalker. Babu Frick. He's a cute little creature who talks funny. So yeah, it was nice to see that, and it ties it all together. And then after that, we get this really, really cool space battle in an asteroid field with some space pirates. That was cool. And we get to see this new villain who looks like a sort of a swamp monster. That was kind of cool. And it was a good episode. And I was a bit worried about the obviously the time limit. Like it said it was going to be like 35 minutes long, and it was. But again, like every episode of The Mandalorian, it just feels full. You never feel dissatisfied after watching an episode. Each episode, just you get what you want. And I know I keep repeating that or whatever. I've said this in my Let's Talk About Star Wars video that I did before. I talked about the differences between Andor and Mandalorian. Mandalorian just gives you everything. Andor is kind of a slow burn. But even though I like the show, even though I like Andor, there's some episodes in that show that leave you kind of feeling like, oh, is that it? They were just sitting around talking. That's it. Okay, fine. And then you kind of don't feel like it's worth your weight, if you know what I mean. So yeah, Mandalorian is back. What else can I say about this episode? We get to see, obviously, Katie Sackhoff back as Bo-Katan. I don't know if they're going to fight each other in the future, like they're going to fight for the dark saber. One little criticism. Obviously, the episode starts off with the big giant crocodile attacking. He saves everyone, and then he goes and speaks to the armorer. He goes and talks to her, and they basically just kind of like have the exact same conversation that they had in Book of Boba Fett. And I guess for people who haven't seen Book of Boba Fett, they felt like they needed to put that in there just to sort of explain what is going on and what Mando is trying to do and what his goal is for this season and what he's trying to achieve. I already know what he's trying to do, so I don't really feel like they needed to do that. But hey, for all the people that haven't seen Book of Boba Fett, then I guess it makes more sense. But also, why haven't you watched Book of Boba Fett? It's a bit strange, like people, Star Wars fans who are not watching Star Wars. Like, you've got to keep up to date with it. If you're confused why Baby Yoda is there, if you're like, why is Baby Yoda there? Well, Book of Boba Fett came out last year, right? It's been there. It's been there on Disney Plus for a whole year. You could have watched it. Stop complaining. But as I say, good episode. We get a big giant crocodile monster. We meet a swamp pirate guy who looks kind of cool. Babu Frick, Bo-Katan, Navarro. It was all good. It was a good episode. Yes, it was maybe short, but I felt satisfied. I would have liked to if they could have put in another 20 minutes or whatever. But there you go. It's what more can you ask for? It was a good episode, and I'm excited to see what happens next. So yeah. Anyway, good first episode. I'm very, very happy. The show is back. I'm excited now because every single Wednesday in the morning, I'm going to wake up to a brand new episode. I'm happy. I'm very, very happy. I'm in my happy place. Happy. Oh yeah, and consider subscribing to my channel. Thank you to anyone else who has subscribed to me. I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.